Welcome to the Carriker Chronicles, the People Show. Checking the pulse of Husker Nation, brought to you by X Cancer. Check them out at xcancer.com. Ladies and gentlemen, I unplugged this weekend. Took a 3-day weekend, unplugged from Facebook, Twitter, and just pretty much technology in general, other than the NFL playoff games. I did watch those, and God, it was glorious. But then I plugged back in this morning, and a lot happened this weekend, Nebraska football-wise. We got two potentially great additions to the Husker football team, and one former number one JUCO linebacker has put his name in the transfer portal to leave the Husker football program. But real quick, let's talk about the addition, of Chubba Purdy. Now he is the 10th transfer portal addition coming to Nebraska, the Husker football program this offseason. So in total, this class has 24 scholarship players, 2 JUCO players, and 8 Division I transfers. Now, Mark Whipple, Huskers' new offensive coordinator, has been recruiting Chubba Purdy since he was in high school. And when Chubba entered the transfer portal, the first phone call he received was from Mark Whipple. Now, Nebraska, with the addition of Mr. Purdy, has 5 scholarship quarterbacks at the moment. Casey Thompson from Texas, Chubba Purdy, also Logan Smothers, Heinrich Harburg. Don't forget about him. Guy's got a big upside. Don't forget about him. Richard Torres, who has just as big an arm as Harburg, maybe even bigger. Okay, now, Chubba is 6'2", 250 pounds. This new offense that Whipple is going to be running, I expect it to be a blend of Whipple's drop-back pro-style offense and Scott Frost's spread offense, a combination of that. If you look at our quarterback room, we have perfect physical fits for that because none of them are pure drop-back quarterbacks, yet none of them are pure do-a-threat quarterbacks. They have the ability to throw probably better than they run, yet they can absolutely run the football as well. So they're good physical fits to the new style offense I expect the Huskers to run this upcoming season. Now, Mr. Purdy has 4 years of eligibility after transferring from Florida State here to Nebraska. He was a 4-star recruit coming out of high school. He hasn't played a ton. He's appeared in 4 college games. He's 32 of 58, passing-wise with 317 yards, 4 TDs, and 1 INT. He also has 62 rushing yards in his collegiate career as well, and he rushed for over 1,000 yards in high school. He hasn't played a ton, A lot of time left to play. Very big upside. Very big physical potential upside. And he's probably going to have time to develop it. It's going to be a quarterback competition this offseason. Maybe he wins it. But if he doesn't, he's got time to develop it. Now, at FSU, Florida State, he was known for being perpetually upbeat and positive. I loved it when I heard that. That might have been one of my favorite things I heard about him in preparing for this video. Now we currently have 5 scholarship quarterbacks here at Nebraska, and that's what the Nebraska coaches have said they thought is perfect in that quarterback room. You got Casey Thompson, transfer from Texas with 2 years of eligibility left. Who knows how this is going to work out because, again, it's whoever earns it. But then you got Purdy with 4, so it could work out perfectly. But don't forget about guys like Logan Smothers, Heinrich Harburg, Richard Torres, also walk-ons, Matt Masker, and the other guys in that room as well. Now, I'm not saying I hope this, but just the way the world works now, players come, they go, they transfer in, they transfer out. It wouldn't surprise me because of all the guys in that quarterback room. Not that Logan Smothers can't earn the starting job. I don't give a crap if it's him or somebody else. His physical gifts are more towards running than throwing. So I don't know exactly how that's going to match up with this new Whipple offense. And if he earns a starting job, so be it. But my, concern is that at some point he may or may not transfer, from Nebraska. But we'll see how that plays out. Again, not rooting for that. But in today's college football in this day and age, how things tend to work out. All right. We also got the number 1 junior college running back and the junior college player of the year, Anthony Grant, to commit over this weekend. He'll be coming into Nebraska. Now, he played at New Mexico Military Institute where they won the national championship there. He's 5'11", 210 pounds. He rushed for 1,730 yards, 18 touchdowns, and he averaged 7.1 yards per carry. I watched a lot of film on this guy. You watch the film, and you can see why. I'll get to that in just a minute. He's got 2 years of eligibility left. And why did he choose Nebraska? He said, and I quote, "I just love the school," end quote. All right, now he was at Florida State as a freshman. Then he went to JUCO. Now he's coming to Nebraska. He was a 4-star coming out of high school. Nebraska currently has 6 scholarship running backs on their roster. Some of them, Okay, Gabe Irvin, Ramir Johnson, Jacques Yant, freshman Emmett Johnson's going to be arriving this spring. Okay, just to name some of them. Now, as a freshman at Florida State, all right, Anthony was their best kick returner. He averaged over 20 yards per return. So we immediately have two potential very good kickoff returners, okay? And Anthony and then Trey Palmer, the wide receiver transfer from LSU, who has elite speed. All right, now my final thoughts. I think Grant is a great addition. Okay, again, I'm all about earning it. But he's got the potential to absolutely earn that running back starting job and potentially be the guy that finally takes the bull by the horns. We'll see what happens this offseason. Again, I watched film of him. Okay, I watched him run people over multiple times. BYOB, be your own blocker. He believes in that. There's another BYOB, but who knows about that? Not only would he run them over, I saw defenders' helmets flying off backwards. He brings a physical style. All right, also, he's got the ability to run through you and run past you. Like, he's got the combination of strength and speed. He really does. Okay, like I said, it's hard not to get excited about some of the additions this offseason. It's hard not to get excited about him coming in as a running back. That being said, not trying to be a downer, but just trying to, keep it as level-headed as I can. The last time we had a number one JUCO running back come in was Greg Bell. He started for a couple games and he transferred, and the best things he did once he came to play Division I football, he did for San Diego State. Okay, now we got to develop these guys that are coming in, whether they got 2 years, 4 years, 3 years, 1 year JUCO, another college, whatever the case may be. We got to develop them. I will say this. I tend, with the way college football works now, whether you like the transfer portal or not, I've discussed it a little bit, could be a show for another day. If you want me to do a show specifically on whether I like the transfer portal, pluses, negatives, give this video a like. If you want me to do that show at some point, give this video a like. But whether you like how it works or not, the transfer portal, I tend to get more excited about transfer portal players than I do guys coming out of high school now. Okay, I've always been one, hey, let's see who earns the job to begin with, just based on my career, based on things that I saw. All right, but transfer portal players, you've seen what they can do in college a lot of times. They're a little bit more proven. Plus, high school players, they can transfer at will, go somewhere else and start immediately. The high school players can't. Transfer portal players, you can only transfer so many times, and then you're more likely to stay where you are based on how the rules work. So I do like a lot of these additions in the transfer portal, see who earns the job, see how they play out, but it's hard not to get excited. Okay, now former number one JUCO inside linebacker Will Honus, okay, a seventh year linebacker who's been here for quite a few years with Nebraska. In fact, unfortunately, he missed essentially 2 of his 4 seasons with Nebraska due to injury. Okay, he's going to be entering the transfer portal. He's the guy that has got a motor, a lot of talent, a lot of ability. Obviously, that's why he was highly rated. I wish him nothing but best of luck in the future. Okay, now you look at some of these offseason moves. Again, Husker kool-aid is flowing strong. My favorite flavor, I know I'm going to shock you with this, it's fruit punch. But here's the deal. It is hard not to get excited. But at the same time, we got the number one JUCO running back, okay? We got the former number one JUCO wide receiver, Omar Manning, on the team, just as a couple examples. The talent is there. We got to develop it. We got to get the results on the field, okay? We've out-talented, because we've out-recruited a lot of our opponents in the past. It's time to start out-footballing them. Hey, it's the off-season, nothing better to do. I'm drinking the Husker Kool-Aid, but when the fall rolls around, all that matters is what happens on the field, and I'm anxious to see how that plays out. Let me know your thoughts. Hit me up in the comments below as always. And until next time, Husker Nation, go big red, and always remember, go the bird.